Hey everyone, I'm here with a quick video on Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke unfortunately was unalive, and now his mother is speaking out against those that are trying to profit off of his name. Let me go ahead and share screen with y'all really quickly so we could get right into the story. So Pop Smoke mother, using my dead son for fame is lame, might get gag order for the alleged unaliver. Okay, the person that took his life. So let's listen to her speak.
Today you have an event too. You have a dinner.
Today's the dinner for our sponsors, those people who made this happen, help us to make it happen, whether it's the designers or people from the community who supported us. Those people are here tonight. We want to say thank you, right, for being here for us, for supporting us, helping us to make this happen. Right. Then tomorrow we deal with the young people, so we have a youth summit at the actual high school. So the dinner and the youth summit are usually, not open to the public. It's the school that we're in and what we're doing, right? Or it's the sponsors and just a small circle.
Yeah.
So those are the two things for Wednesday and Thursday. But Saturday is what y'all are ready for, because Saturday we are in the park. It's Pop Smoke Day. And so we start off, we've added a parade. So we start off with a parade. We've got motorcycles, we've got exotic cars, we've got loud music, we've got dancing. We just marching down and we get to the park. And then it's basketball and food and fun and games and all those kinds of things. But what we've added this year, because again, I want to make sure I continue to appeal to his base. And because this year is his 25th year in time, right? We are having his 25th birthday party. And so we're doing that at Bogart House, and it's going to be everything. We're going to have a mini museum, different floors, different DJs on each floor, food, you name it. We're doing it right. It's a rooftop. We outside.
So we have to also put it out there, right? There were some series of interviews from the gentleman who was involved, but that's not what we really want to know. We want to know, how do you feel about people wanting to interview someone like that? Should they not be interviewing them? And do you think that maybe it's clickbait?
For something like this, that is horrible. And you really want to interview him and get his opinion and get his position. First of all, you're not helping him, because the whole purpose in LA's law is that at 25 you get out, you try to make something of yourself. You try to do something with your life. Hopefully there's been some sort of reform. But you come out and people are like, yo, bro, how you feel about what you did? That's not helping anybody. It's not helping anybody. So as you're sharing with me about gag orders, I'm going to go look into that, because that makes sense to me.
So you would consider having a gag order where he can't necessarily, or anyone involved can't speak on your son's name per se.
That's right. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense. Stop talking about him. Do what you want to do. Say what you want to say, but do that with your own stuff. Don't use my dead child's name to get you some fame. And what kind of fame is that? Like, I really hope nobody's paying them to do what he's doing, because that's it. You have no conscience.
Well, on a positive note, did you see, there was a young Asian guy that was mimicking your son's voice to a T, and he basically was like, "We love Pop Smoke here," we were so influenced by him. What, how, when you see things like that, or maybe you didn't see the video, or maybe you've seen similar things, how does that make you feel at the end of the day?
I'm very impressed. I'm especially when we're talking about other countries, other continents,
other languages,
the whole thing. It is an amazing thing to me how he's touched that many lives globally, right? Globally, there is no explanation, and I'm gonna, what I'm saying, I think I'm gonna just stop trying to figure it out and just kind of embrace it.
Yeah.
And let it flow.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, it really doesn't
Amazing.
make any sense.
That's amazing. So what is next, Miss Jackson? Take us through what's next. Can we see a Pop Smoke museum permanently? Can we see maybe a picture in the hip hop museum? Can this be, becoming bigger and bigger every year?
Absolutely. Right? So, you've heard of Carnegie and you've heard of Rockefeller.
Hello.
Well, there you go. It's the Jacksons.
I love this.
But I've spoken to the people, because I know, people who are putting together the hip hop museum.
Mm-hmm.
They've asked. It's just about my kind of pursuing.
They've asked
they
you.
told me I can put things in there if I follow up. We can have things there.
So what does that look like for you?
I'm not sure. We're gonna have to ask now.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me. Okay.
You are quite welcome.
Simone is actually very pretty, seems very bubbly, and it is nice to see that she doesn't seem like so broken. I don't even know what I would do. There's a lot of things that you wouldn't know what you would do until maybe that said situation happened to you, but it is nice to see her bubbly and just, really honoring her late son's memory in a good way. So Pop Smoke's mother, Audrey Jackson, isn't entertained by her son's person that took her son's life making rounds on the interview circuit and just may pursue legal action to prevent it from happening again. TMZ's Hip Hop got Miss Jackson in New York City, and the anti-gun violence advocate was all fired up for this weekend celebration to commemorate Pop's 25th birthday. Food, games, a basketball event, and a full-blown parade will cap off this week's festivities. We broke the story in 2020. The platinum-selling DR rapper was Pow Pow and unalive at a Hollywood Hills residence once owned by Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Teddy Mellencamp, and postmodernisty became a hip hop legend with his music earning rave reviews in his death. Which brings us to No Jumper's recent interview with King Vermont Rascal, aka Blockstar, one of the three individuals arrested and charged for Pop's murder. That person is already out of jail, though. It's only 4 years later. That's crazy. The interview covers a lot of ground and flip flops a bit. Blockstar went viral saying that he doesn't regret anything about that night Pop died, but sends his condolences to his mother and says they never intended to unalive anyone. He reportedly pled guilty to voluntary manslaughter and got a 4-year sentence. Blackstar was a minor at the time of Pop Smoke's unaliving and told Adam 22 he'd been free for several months and even attempted to get a regular job and go back to school, but the streets eventually pulled him back in. Audrey tells us giving Blackstar a platform to gain celebrity off the unaliving is tasteless and can't even fathom the thought of him getting paid for the interview. She says she's considering seeking a gag order in court and to silence Blockstar and any of the other defendants in Pop's death. Whew. I do think it's. I think anytime I think all bets are off, so to speak, and it's just a figure of speech when someone is no longer here. Whatever beef you had against them, whatever bad or positive or negative thing you had to say about them, let it go, right? And I especially think it is tasteless to someone is no longer here and you're doing like the Keefe D and you're doing all these YouTube interviews saying, what your role was in the unaliving of some person. So this Blockstar, I think it's tasteless. And I think, like the mom said, anybody that's interviewing the person too should think about what they're doing. Just like I didn't like when O.J. Simpson was going around mocking, the unaliving of his estranged wife and her boyfriend, and he wrote that book. If I did do it, this is how I would have did it. I just think that's just so mean. Someone's family member is no longer here. Why would you even speak on that? And say parts of to talk about what parts of it you allegedly had a hand in said situation. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. May Pop Smoke continue to rest in peace. God bless his mother. She seems like, to the best of her ability, she's dealing with it very well, and she's doing a good job by keeping his memory alive. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts on this story. Let me know how you feel about the mom, doing all of these things to keep his memory alive. Let me know how you feel about one of the people that were involved in his unaliving, Pop Smoke's unaliving, now going around doing interviews and kind of talking about it. I don't know. I just think it's not right. But let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.